I'm here with Darren Braun. He's going to give his picks on the next week in flag football, week 2. There's doubleheader games. So let's see what Darren thinks and who's going to win these games. Darren, the first game is at noon. The game is between Joey B's Bills and Joey V's Vipers. How do you think this game will fare?
I'm gonna have to take. I'm gonna have to go with Joey B's team. I'm gonna have to say they're gonna win by 2.
What's your reasoning behind this 2 point win? I really don't understand it.
Joey B's is just stacked. His team is stacked, so that's why my pick is Joey B.
Okay, you're not really making a lot of sense here. You say that Joey B's team is stacked. I believe the team consists of Donnie Cusper, and right away, it just there's question marks in my head. Um, Joey Backlin's the team captain. Dan Cirillo, he's a big question mark. I'm not sure where you're coming with this one. Joey's Vipers showed great team speed last week. I think you should rethink your decision. I know that you think that Matt Boyke's not that great, but I'm really not sure about this one. All right, but I guess I'll accept your horrible answer. But the next one, the next game this week is at 12:45. It's between Tom's Great Titans and Danny's First Place Darts. Uh, I really don't know who's going to be playing for me this week, but Danny's team's going to be pretty stacked. What do you think the outcome of this game is going to be?
I don't know. That's gonna be tough because Danny's team's got speed on it. Although your team is not looking too bad either. So I'm gonna have to say it's gonna be a tight game, close game, and I say Tom's Titans pull it out by 3.
Okay, I don't know if that projection is too great there. I might have to play with Fat Mark on my team. If that's the case, I mean, what do you think the outcome would be if he has to play?
If Fat Mark has to play, I say that Danny's darts are gonna totally dominate.
Where's the big advantage there? I mean, Mark on the line, Danny's team, someone else on the line. I mean, what's so bad about Mark? Why can't he get the job done?
Cause Mark's just a big fat ass, and he can't play the line like Cracks over here.
Is that it?
Yes.
All right, the next game coming up here is the 1:30 game. It's between the Georgia's not yet played Giants and Joey V's Vipers, who may be coming off a big win or a horrible loss. How do you think this one will pan out?
Well, since 13 didn't show last week, I'm gonna have to go with Joey V's team.
Okay, you went with Joey's team, but can you give me a reasoning behind it? I mean, it's you could say what I mean. Anyone could say, yeah, this team's gonna win, but I want a little more than just they're gonna win the game, and that's what you think. Tell me why his team's gonna win. I mean, you've bashed Matt Boyke earlier, so I want to know why you think his team's gonna win.
Why? Because I just think that one, they probably won't show up again, and two, there there's no no matchup for Joey V.
Obviously, you think Joey V's great, but how do you think Matt Boyke's gonna fare?
I honestly don't think Matt Boink is gonna fare too well, but maybe if Jimbo is throwing the ball, they'll fare just fine.
All right, that's I'll accept it. The next game coming up here is Joe and Phillips Phonies versus Danny's Darts. This game, I don't know, but what do you think?
I think Danny's darts are gonna just kill this team because just by the name, it sounds horrible. They probably have horrible players. I don't know. I haven't seen them play, so that's all I can really say right there.
Okay, that didn't make any sense because you obviously seen Joey's team play last week, Joe and Phillips Phonies. Why don't you give me a better answer and tell me what's really going to go on in this game?
I say it's gonna be a tight game.
Your answers are just getting worse and worse. Okay, if you don't know, you saw Joey and Phillips' team playing me last week. They have a few good players, a few key players, PJ and John Morrow, and maybe Rob if he's playing. Danny's Darts have numerous good players. Danny, that guy Dario, and that guy Mike. So I don't see how you could go from they're going to kill to it's a tight game. So give me a real projection right now.
Well, I really don't know. Just gonna you're just gonna have to watch the team on Sunday.
All right, you heard it, Darren. You're just going to have to watch the team. All right, the next game coming up is a 3 o'clock game, and it's between George's lowly Giants and Tom's Titans. How do you think this one's going to pan out, knowing Rook's going to be slinging the ball?
I'm gonna have to go with Tom's Titans because Rook is just a great quarterback, and I think that the Titans are just a dominating team when they have the whole team there.
Yeah, I would tend to agree, yet I don't know how the team's going to pan out with all the guys there. Georgia's team has some height on the team, but I'll tend to agree with that prognostication. The last game of the day is going to be between Joey Backlund's Bills and Joe and Phillips Phonies. How do you think this game will go?
Well, I'm gonna have to go with Joe and Phil's team because Joey Backlund is just no match for Joe.
You heard it. Joey Backlund is no match for Joe Horaci. And why do you think this? Why? What is your reasoning behind this?
I just think that Joe Horaci is just gonna outduel Joe B.
Why is it gonna outdo him? Obviously, Joe Backlund took a shot from Buddy last week playing tackle football, and his arm's a little injured. But Joe Horaci's a high energy guy, but I don't see the big difference between these two guys, and I don't see those two guys being the big playmakers in this game. So I really don't know what you're talking about here. Why don't you give me a better reason to why Joe and Phillips' team are going to win?
Well, Phil's just he's incredible. He can fly like the wind. He can just
He's breaking down, folks. He's breaking down.
he could jump like Michael Jordan. So I have to take Phil as my pick to click.
Phil's your pick to click. What about what do you think on the other side, Donnie Cusper? What do you think of this fellow?
Donnie Cusper. What can I say about Donnie Cusper? He's just horrible. He's a horrible person.
All right. Well, there's Darren's picks for this week. Let's recap. The first game between Joe V and Joe B, he picks Joe V. The second game between Tom's Titans and Danny's Darts, he picks my Titans for some reason. The next game between George's Giants and Joe V's Vipers, I think he picks Joe V again. The next game between the Phonies and the Darts, he goes with the Darts. Then the next game between George's Giants and Tom's Titans, he goes with my Titans with good reason. And the last game, he clearly went with Joe and Phillips Phonies for a bunch of phony reasons. Well, thanks for watching the program. You got to see great Darren's analysis. Thanks for coming on the show, Darren. Is there anything else you'd like to say to the people?
No, that's it.
Okay. Well, we'll see you later. Bye.